It's time once again for Fan Friday! And yes, it's a pile of Oakley fur we got off of her.
We're going to the Snow Dogs!
I'm Melinda, this is Gracie and Shasta, and it's Fan Friday!
Alright you guys, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Fan Friday is a day where we answer questions from you guys, the fans. To submit a question to Fan Friday, just leave a comment down below using the hashtag AskGTTSD, and next week we'll answer a bunch of questions from down in the comments. So let's get to this week's questions. So, first question that wasn't really even a question for Fan Friday. Are toads dangerous to dogs? Yeah, you don't really want your dogs eating toads. Makes them drool. Some toads are more poisonous than others. This one here is not super poisonous, but somebody has found him. So we need to get him out of the yard. Leave him. And next question, how old is Shelby going to be on her birthday? I kind of confused you guys last week. She is going to be 9 years old. Her birthday is on August the 8th. And again, if you guys want to send her something for her birthday, there's a P.O. box listed on the screen. It'll go in her birthday video. Leave the toad alone. I have to get him out of the yard. Sherry Jones wants to know what kind of cars Jamie and I have. If you check out our other channel, youtube.com/snowdogsvlogs, link up in the cards above and subscribe over there, you can actually see both of our vehicles. I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jamie has a Jeep Wrangler. They're both actually both of our cars, but we kind of joke and say his is the red one, mine's the gray one. Agreeing Duke wants to know, is Oakley ever hyper or is she always chill? Oakley has her hyper moments, but for the most part she's a very relaxed dog. But you guys also have to remember, Oakley is a lot older than the other dogs as well, so with age comes that little bit of calmness in Huskies. Tavani Shah says, what is urban mushing? Is it really an alternative to snow sledding? I really want to know because I live in an area where it never snows, so sledding is not an option. Yeah, urban mushing is basically an alternative to dog sledding. You can urban mush with a bike, you can urban mush with a cart, you can urban mush with a longboard or a skateboard or a penny board. There are a lot of different ways you can do it. Basically, urban mushing means you live... It's when you go mushing in an area that's not in the woods, basically. That's what they consider urban mushing. I mean, I guess you could do urban... dry land mushing is like when you're on trails and you have like a cart or a bike and you're in the backwoods and on trails. That would be called dry land mushing, which is kind of the same thing. But yeah, you can pretty much go urban mushing anywhere. The biggest thing is you want to make sure not to do it when it's super, super hot out. If you're going to do it, check the temperatures. Make sure to do it early in the morning before it gets really warm, or late in the evening after it's not so hot. And if it's warmer out, don't go for very long. But yeah, you can pretty much go urban mushing anywhere. Sarah Silver says, can we possibly be expecting the DIY agility equipment videos soon? Part of the reason we haven't done those videos yet is because it has been 85 and above here in northern Michigan, and that means the dogs really can't practice much agility because it's too hot to have them out here working. They'll make it a couple of jumps and then that's just too hot. So we're hoping it's supposed to cool down in the next week or two up here in northern Michigan, and hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and show you guys how to build those jumps and how to teach your dogs to use them and all of that fun stuff. So hopefully within the next month, I would say start looking for those. P. Yarbrough says, was Memphis a replacement for Shiloh? There is no such thing as replacing a dog. You can't get one dog to magically replace another dog. No, Memphis was just an addition to our family. She was not a replacement to another dog. You can't replace one dog. You can't replace any dogs. Cosmic Canine says, why do you do so much for your dogs? Why not? Patrick Maloney says, regarding Oakley and water, does she mind being out in the rain? Oakley doesn't really like being out in the rain either. When it's raining, she tends to come outside, go to the bathroom, and run back to the door pretty quick, or she runs out here and gets underneath her A-frame. She is not a fan of the rain, but she does love snow. Okay, this is a really good question, and I could probably do an entire video on this one. Taylor Lobo says, what are some of the challenges you've experienced with your adopted dogs, and how did you overcome them? Do you recommend buying a puppy over rescuing? I don't recommend buying a puppy over rescuing, but I don't recommend rescuing over buying a puppy. That is something that you as an individual and your family and your situation needs to figure out. I can't say that I would recommend it one way or another. I do think you should adopt, but it doesn't always work out for everybody. So if you can't adopt, I would say find a responsible breeder. So I don't think that buying a puppy or going to a rescue, either one is right or wrong. Now, to answer your question, some challenges that we've experienced with our adopted dog. Oakley is our adopted dog. She's the one we rescued. We've had a lot of challenges with her because we don't know a lot about her history. There have been a lot of different things we've had to overcome with her and understand with her. Her fear of coming in and out of doors every once in a while, her ducking whenever she gets petted, not as bad as it used to be. She's a compulsive licker. She's definitely noisier than the other dogs for no reason. Apparently something smells amazing. I wouldn't say that any of them were like really hard to overcome, but because we had all the other dogs from puppies, we kind of knew their personalities. We've had Oakley for 4 years and we're still learning about her little quirks and personalities. I definitely wouldn't change it for anything though. We got some mail, we got some mail, and apparently, woo, something's falling behind me. Shelby is already figuring out what's in here. What's in there, Shelby? You didn't pull anything out, honey. Hold on, I'll get it out. Okay, so this bag of toys is from Renee. Oakley, want that one? I knew you'd want the little one. Who wants this one? Shelby's like, I want the big giant one. You want the bear? You want the bear? Oh, look at that. You all actually wanted one. Now they're all coming back to look for treats. Renee wants to know if it's easier to train dogs when they're puppies or when they're a little older. I think they learn faster when they're puppies, but you can train them at any age. When they're older, it just takes a little bit more patience. Right, Oakley? We got this drawing from Brianna, and we got this drawing from the Jones family. Some drawings of the dogs from Gracie. We got a story sent to us by Oliver. And this drawing is also from Oliver, and it says, are you willing to get a male dog? I think we answer this every Fan Friday. Maybe someday. You never know. We don't pick the dogs based on the color or whether or not they're boys or girls. And this awesome drawing is from Anna. And we got a beautiful letter from Vinny. Thank you for the kind letter, Vinny. And a letter and a drawing from Erica. And a letter and some drawings from Camry. I love that Shelby's in a spirit hood with a question. Have you ever heard of Vet Ranch? They save animals in need. No, I have not, but I will definitely have to look them up. That's Memphis's favorite toy. That little cat toy that somebody sent. It's not a cat toy. It looks like a cat. For some reason, out of all the toys, that's the only one she runs around and plays with. I don't know why. Is that your favorite? And we got a letter with a little drawing from Crystal, and Crystal wants to know if we've ever been fishing. Yes, we have. This drawing of all of us is from Michelle. And we got a letter with a couple drawings from Asia and a picture of Asia's cat. And we got an awesome letter with this drawing and a drawing of Jack Skellington, which is awesome, from Catherine with the picture of her dog Izzy. And she wants to know, Izzy is afraid of jumps for agility and how to make Izzy not scared of them. When we do our agility series, that's something we're going to talk to you guys about. Reward, reward, reward. Lots of food, lots of treats, lots of praise. These drawings are amazing. They are from Blake. That one is Memphis. This one is Shelby. This one is Oakley. And then there is Shiloh with the wings. This drawing and letter is from, I'm going to say this wrong, Ismu? I'm not sure then how to pronounce that name. And they sent a letter and this drawing, and they had a couple questions for each of the dogs. Shelby, why do you sleep in Oakley's bed and why do you freeze in Halloween costumes? Can you answer that for us? I think she likes Oakley's bed because it's close to the door and the cold air sometimes comes through there. But in the summertime, I have no idea why she does it. And she's always froze in Halloween costumes. Not sure why. Memphis, where's your favorite place to sleep? Say, on the bed at night with Mom and Dad. And Oakley, hey Oakley, are you okay with Shelby sleeping in your kennel? She's like, yeah, I just steal her spot right here on the couch, and then we're even. And we got a letter and a whole bunch of drawings from Emily, including drawings of Emily's dogs. And Emily wants to know what is the best to groom my small long-haired breed with. You can still use a blower or any of the brushes we talked about in our grooming video that we did the other day. Pretty much all of those brushes will work on a long-haired small dog, too. There's a Shiloh. But are you having fun? Are you having fun, huh? Alright, you guys, that's all we have for Fan Friday today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you did not do so yet, you can go check out Monday's video, which was a new treat video. We made some DIY smoothies for the dogs because it was so hot out. Wednesday, we did a Jeep ride video where we took the dogs for a short ride in Jamie's Jeep to get some ice cream because the weather had finally cooled off in the evening. Alright, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends to help us grow the audience. As always, you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. You say bye? They're like, we want to go in and eat lunch. Let's go eat lunch. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 Hike, hike, hike. They're like, a little too hot for that, Mom. Goodbye.